Hi. There's a power cut. It is 7 p.m. No, 5 p.m. You can see that it's not 7 p.m. Sorry. And I was just like, whatever. No, okay. I don't want to do the typical things that I do during power cuts. Like, I didn't even get all that dressed up or trying to make myself look cute because, frankly, like, who cares about anything, right? And I decided that I'm just gonna go somewhere. There are things that I need. And I am making a decision, y'all, once and for finally all, ne? To do things differently. Or something. Like mankatele when I'm tired. Something smells like the sewage around here. I think it's the piping. The plumbing, sorry. There are plumb lines that run underneath here. So I have to ask for the car keys so I'm safe to drive around wherever. This time around I didn't sneak a fast one in just to get them. What's happening with my hair, eh? Yeah, so it's 5 p.m. The place where I want to go closes at 6. It's not 5 anymore. It's like, could be like 15 past 5. But I've made a decision, guys. Me, this person over here. Ooh, langa. The sun is gonna set, so I need to get what I need to say in before the sun sets and I lose natural lighting. Look at me without lipstick. How do I look? Am I killing it? Am I kicking it? Am I boxing it? I don't know. Whatever. I don't want to crash into anyone. I have to go and buy bread, but my first stop. Okay, where's my first stop? Like, you're messing with my faculties. I have to first go to Woolies. I do first have to go to Woolies because that's where we get bread. Because I left under the guise or the pretense that I'm going to Spar, the shopping like store, the FMCG, the food joint. That was the place that I said I was going to. Because Spar is just some neutral joint, okay, where you buy like bread and stuff. So I have to like, and then she was like, please buy bread at Woolies, and I was like, so I'm like, I'm rushing to get to Woolies before 6 p.m. so I can go to Leroy Merlin before 6 p.m. I have decided to stress less. Like, I work like a monstrosity. Yesterday I did like a whole Berlin haul, and there was a park at 5, and I was busy cleaning in the dark, and I was like, and then over and above it, these people be out in these streets ignoring me when I'm going to heaven. Okay, yo, let's talk, okay? Real talk, let's talk, real talk, let's talk, real talk, let's communicate. I'm going to heaven. Yeah. Get that. Hey, I'm born again, Lord, in the Lord Jesus Christ in me. I am going to enter in. The day is going to arrive when all of heaven's going to say, oh, look at you arriving. Hey, what's a beautiful woman. Thank you so much for preaching. Look at you survive so much persecution. Look at this excellent soul over here. She's going to get so many crowns. Hey, can we please just rejoice and give this woman a robe? Let's give her a crown. Let's give this darling over here everything that she needs, or no longer will she ever struggle. She's just going to love forever and ever without there being no reciprocity. Thank you, Karabo. You survive. You go bring many people to the kingdom. And in and of yourself, you are here. Jesus, say it with us all. Tell her. And then Jesus will be like, well done, my good and faithful servant. You have all the good fights. You have run the race. You have kept the faith. Like, I'm going to heaven. Flat out, true story out there in these streets. Out here and out there. Everywhere, there's like truth. I'm going to heaven, guys. I'm born again. I'm redeemed. Meaning I do not need to kiss anybody's butt. I don't need to work like a dog to survive randomness. I can totally just sit here and be a blob literally the whole day and still go to heaven. Like, I could like wake up and decide to like chew bubblegum all day and blow some like bubbles and still go to heaven. I could like sleep in bed all day on something like this, my life. Why is this my life? And still go to heaven when I die, or when the rapture happens. Whatever I do, I am not losing my salvation. I cannot lose my salvation. I'm going to heaven. No matter how much I stress, no matter how much I decide to calm down, no matter how much I decide to jump up and down on the spot because I'm calm, because some people jump when they're calm. No matter what I do, I'm going to heaven. Like, it's basic. I cannot lose my salvation, and evidence of the fact that I'm born again is my fruit. I am a born again child of the living God, and so therefore I walk in the will and the purpose of the Most High. Strong desire to reach souls for Christ, snatch them out from the flames of hell. I'm covered. Do you understand? So I could even make like the Okie in Pilgrim's Progress that cries all the way to heaven. Oh, everything's so nice. I don't know what's going on. Everything is just fine. clear, don't love them back. But I do love you guys. Won't you come home? Don't you see you're gonna burn? Don't you see you're gonna burn? Why don't you just want to get saved? It's not like I'm trying to stop your joy or your peace or your whatever, okay? I'm just such a peace-loving guy that I don't know why you don't like me back. What is wrong? Crying to be continued. Let me run in and out of Woolies because I ain't got time for this. Bye. Jamila, I'm back. So fast did I come back, actually. In and out of Woolworths. Hello, Sinkwa. Say hello, Bray. That my phone did not even black out. When I, like, yeah, you know how a phone blacks out when you just leave it chilling, doing nothing for a minute? I was that quick, like lightning bolt flash. Anyway, going back to the situation. I could even make like that dude. So in Pilgrim's Progress, there is this oak reverse. South Africa has got a reverse Yom Tlaba, you know. Reverse Yom Tlaba means like a behind for the world. It's basically talking about a woman's buttocks. It's a bad song. Don't go listen to it. But they do have a total reverse Yom Tlaba. They do have a reverse for the world. Because they are doing these streets trying to make people turn backward. Like they want to regress people. They want to go and take entire university graduates and make them scan groceries at the Woolies, at the Pick and Pay. That's South Africa. Picture reverse Yom Tlaba. Anyway, moving on. So there is this character in Pilgrim's Progress, which is a Christian book by John Bunyan. Go check it out. It's like long ago, kind of written. I think it's the second most popular book in terms of its sales after the Bible. Like, talk about stats being obviously suggestive of the fact that Jesus Christ is Lord. What? Anyhow, in Pilgrim's Progress, there is this guy. Because, like, John Bunyan is trying to explain getting to heaven and how different Christians do it, okay? And there's this one Okie that is always like, why? Why, Lord? Why me? These guys are so mean all the time. But he's still striving. He is still striving. He's making like these guys over here in the car that won't move anywhere, but it's also moving because there's support from the Christian church. They eventually get the car moving, but they have to move it with their feet. They have to move it with their feet. Shame. You have to move it with your feet, but I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting. Run, Forrest, run. I'm rooting for you. Rooting. Chovicho. Congratulations. That's how these people be getting to heaven, dragging their cars, unable to drive them, and literally pushing them with their own bare hands, and then, like, you know, jogging while they're at it, building their upper body muscles. That is how some Christians get to heaven. But they're striving. They don't ever walk away from God. They don't ever abandon ship. They hold fast to Jesus. They stay sutured to Him, but they're always Jesus, look at what they're doing to me. Yeah. And then there is the guy that enters heaven like will glory with victory because they understand that they're more than conquerors in Jesus Christ. And John Bunyan is basically saying you're both going to heaven. You don't abandon faith. The faith does not abandon you. Christ will never ever allow one single person to be snatched out of his hand. So you can either celebrate good times, come on, throughout your Christianity. You can either do that. You can either know that you got this and you're going to heaven. You're going to spend eternal life with Christ. Oh, you can just do that. And then we're all his disciples and it's just a wrap all the time. And I have had to make that decision so many times in this season, where I would literally come out of some slump, some rainy season, some slumber, some gangster sorrow, okay, on seven. But why? Jesus! I told you! And then I snap out of it because I could either be cool or I could be sad. Either way, I'm going to heaven. What is rather true is the sorrow of all of y'all that are going to hell watching me suffocate, all of y'all that are going to hell watching me struggle, hoping that I will be like, why? Long enough to eventually imagine God is ignoring me and so like walk away from Him, completely disregard that He cares, and totally be like, whatever, man, you done left me alone, so let me just go and do something compromised that dishonors my temple, that dishonors you as God. I'll never get there. But the thing about sadists in this world, all these random Satanists walking around in these streets, They probably think that when a Christian is crying, moaning, groaning, and lamenting, that they're 5 seconds away from basically breaking. We never break. Nobody can crush us. It's that basic. Like, Christ rescued us, and that's it. But the faith of the world is in our sorrow. They literally look at a lamenting, languishing Christian, and they're like, just give it 5 more seconds. Give it a minute. She's coming around. To what? Hell? Are you serious? Like a place that has been set apart for the devil and his angels. Are you serious? You're going there, and I'm going to heaven. And you think that I'm going to neglect so great a salvation just so I can go and burn forever in a frying pan, because I don't believe that there is an actual hell. The fact that you're as nefarious as you are, the fact that you're as evil as you are, is evidence of the fact that there are demons or entities at play wreaking havoc in your brain and in your hearts. And so, given that there are entities, there surely must also be a God that can guard them, check them, put them in their place. And I serve him. His name is Jesus. And I ain't going nowhere! So I've made a decision, you guys. Let's go inside Leroy Merlin while we continue to discuss this, eh? Let's go discuss this so as you can go and handle yourself from being discussed, okay? Mamelang. I'm going to turn the camera around so that I'm not uncomfortable with vlogging like this as I go inside the Leroy Merlin. So as to explain to you what I'm doing. My goodness, I forgot I think to lock the car. Like, who does that? Anyway, that's what like excitement upon reaching a breakthrough makes a woman do. Made a decision just this afternoon, actually. Catch up with these podcasts and they keep on slapping the I made a decision that, okay, look, I've been making this decision for a while, so this is like the 10 millionth time that I'm making it, because I'm on and off like any Christian would be. We walk in a conquering mode, but we also sometimes walk in a conquered mode. So I'm conquering right now. I realized that I'm exhausted. I went to Christ and I was like, Jesus, I'm tired. I'm so real tired, and I just can't hide it. I'm exhausted. Dumela? Oh no, sorry, that's a security guard. But hi anyway. I'm looking for an employee. Actually, never mind. This is the actual session I'm looking for here. Lights, camera, action, Hollywood. Okay, Mamelang, guys. Listen, this is so cute. This place closes in like half an hour, so I should probably not be dilly-dallying around here for much too long. I realized that I was exhausted, or am exhausted. I'm actually looking for lights, and I'm going to help you understand why I'm looking for lights. Me, I want studio conditions. I'm sick and tired of the insecurities, of the darkness, of the like lackluster quality of my work. We understand that my space will never, will not change, at least not for a while. But I can change lighting, and that's why I'm here. I'm making a decision to live as opposed to worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. I have some money. Somebody generous has enabled me to have some money, basically. But I'm scared to spend it because I don't know when else I'm going to get money. And I'm nervous because I want to buy a face wash. This is such a beautiful glow blog. Things have gotten extra beautiful since I left the world of being able to buy stuff. Anyway, the Lord says, I've been worried about whether or not where my next paycheck, basically, however small or however big it might be, is coming from. And the Bible says, don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. And look at this, guys. It's made up of little spoons. Spoons. Kind of like the way I keep spoon feeding all of y'all. Anyway, do not worry about what you will eat, what you will drink. For the pagans worry about these things. But seek ye first the kingdom and its righteousness, and everything else will be added to you. Dream on, God. What 3,814. But that's what I'm gunning for in the future. I'm going for it. Right? The kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violent must take it by force. And if you're going to keep on concerning over tomorrow, you're going to end up like a nitwit, okay? And who wants to do that? Like who? Who wants to become a nitwit? No one. Literally nobody. However, so very many people walk so easily, just like nitwits. I think these would be perfect. Like, just one of these would be exactly perfect for what I'm trying to do. I want to get studio conditions in that environment so that my lighting will be impressive or whatever. Mara, I need it to be able to plug into a wall as opposed to it receiving electricity from a power source in the house. I did say that it would be great if I were to be able to get a light that operates with battery, but that with battery, so that podcasts don't disrupt me. But podcasts will disrupt me for as long as I don't have a laptop. So until such time that we can purchase an actual Mac computer, not Mac computer, but a MacBook Pro, then that would be good. But I literally went online to look for studio lighting, dance studio lighting, and I encountered stuff like this. This very establishment that you're looking at here, this is apparently what you find in dance studios on the floor all across the dance studio. And I was looking for something that, of course, is not going to break bank, still leave me with some money left over. And then I can still, like, I don't know, buy face wash next time when it runs out type thing. I wanted to hold on to the money that I've got here. Look, like literally I'm speaking to a mask and there's nobody near me. Coronavirus is just unacceptable like that when it comes to like what it's done to the human race. Righto, this place closes at 5 p.m. so at 6, so I need to speak about this real fast, real quick, and get it out the way and choose a light, and I'll show you what light I have chosen. But I basically think I have already chosen one. There was one that I encountered here that I was kind of running with. I think it's this one. Is it this one? Is it this one, guys? Where was I? Somebody tell me, remind me, tell me, Garabo, walk 5 steps to the left or the right. That's where it was, girl. That's what you saw. Talk to me. Oh, I forgot. I have no one. Okay, right. So I wanted to hold on to this money until the next time I get money from whoever might decide that they're going to give me money. But then I realized that one, I'm exhausted. I'm tired of working every day, barely getting any rest. I am exhausted from getting no responses. Literally nobody looks at my stuff, or at least 2 or 3 or 5 people look at it. And then after they look at it, I just have to sit there with the fact that, oh, I'm going to have to work like a dog again just to get looked at by 5 people. Look, I should not necessarily be chasing numbers. However, it is very motivating when you work and you get rewarded for it. It's just basic human, like, the human system. We operate like that. And so I woke up and I realized that, look, I can actually afford to work every second day, to upload every second day or every third day. I can afford to do that. Like, it's not like I'm not working. God said if anybody does not want to work, let them not eat. I can actually afford to update or upload my content only every 3 days on YouTube or Facebook or wherever. In terms of the stuff that I watch, I already forward or share my stuff quite a lot on YouTube. From YouTube, like whatever it is that I watch from other people on YouTube, I already am currently in the business of forwarding to my Facebook audience that are total haters in order that they might be edified just in case one of them decides to snap out of their insanity. I already do that. This is super cute. It is super cute, and it's so ideal because it has this like spirally, swirly, wormy thing that it does. And so I don't know, like it'll just like have this like lighting pizzazz effect for a minute, but I want it to be a plug as opposed to, don't come here with your electricity typicality. I mean, South Africa does not have electricity. I mean, we all know that. Telkom is like a whole problem. So let me plug it into another wall. Let me like travel with my light, okay? Like be an enabler of such things as those. So I just want to go and actually inquire. And the sooner I get off from talking here, the better. So let me like give myself a minute to just like seal this particular conversation. Yes, I realized that I can actually afford to post my actual physical content every 3 days. I don't have to post every last workout session that I do. I don't have to post every last chatting session that I do because I tend to do that on the daily. Sometimes I can just like sit all day watching videos online that edify me for Jesus without actually in and of myself working. I can afford to do that. The Lord took a rest on the Sabbath day, and yet I rarely ever do that. It's one of the biggest reasons why I am as stressed out as I am. And as stressed out as I am as well, over and above it, I also rarely ever get any views. At some point in my life is going to pick up. But until such time that it picks up, I can't stress myself and then be disappointed every single day from not being able to see what's going on. From not being received at all by anybody. Whether to my what do you call this? My WordPress account, like there where it is that I write a whole bunch. I can also afford to update there every 2, 3, maybe even 4 days. Literally, I'm not going to die. That's actually how most Christians upload content on YouTube. So I will still be working for Christ. I will still also be sharing other Christians' work, but I'm not going to exasperate myself. So I figured that seek ye first the kingdom and its righteousness, and everything else will be added to you. And also don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow will worry about itself. That's what the Lord says. That the sparrows get fed, they get clothed, they're beautiful. The Lord takes care of these. Are you not more precious than they? So I'm more precious than the sparrow. That's what Christ done said. I'm more precious than the lilies of the field. That's what I'm more precious than. Meaning that if the Lord has seen it fit to buy me something else, He will send me more money from whatever source. He will help me. And if it doesn't come through, then it's not what He wanted me to do. What have I always wanted to do? Get studio conditions in that room so that my quality, the quality of my exercise, the quality of my talking, everything will be improved. So that is why I'm here at Leroy Merlin today. I want to buy studio lights. This is what I was actually gunning for. I want to buy studio lights, at least 1 or 2 of them, so as to improve lighting conditions, and then I will see next time what I do. I actually wanted to go and see a dermatologist with the money that I have, but I realized that to see a dermatologist, I have got to continue to get my prescription every month, which is not something I can do. I'm sorry, you work here. I wanted to know, who do I need to ask? Oh, okay. I can ask Lana. I'm looking to inquire the ones on the wall. Anna, I just wanted to find out what is the thing plugging. I want to be able to plug it into a wall, not so much more like power source from wiring. I'm wondering if it's possible to get set up in Maraka plug the way that it operates desk lamp.
Okay, so what you're gonna need, you're gonna need an electrician, get a plug, and then a plug, so that you can take it out.
I want to be able to, wait inside and walk around with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so wiring it, and what does it look like though?
It's just going to be a cable evenly that switch again switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when not decide or do you want it to or
A twin or 3-pin?
Or 3 na.
Okay, so like this thing, so I would have to buy my own plug then and wire it accordingly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's just to connect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are your badibitsang? So not the plug that thing.
Go electrical department.
I bet you guys are closing. No.
So are you taking it or it's a job?
I'm thinking of it. What is its price?
Price thing.
According to that, it says
654.
See, okay, so it is what I saw. Okay. Okay, that's that one. I'm torn. Is this? No, 83, 34, I guess. Yeah, no, I think 4 is just what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Okay. I'll come another day with the electrician thing. I think I'll just take this one.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
But if maybe only like a clue, yeah, the plugs and all that, you can also do it for yourself.
No, I can. That's the thing. That's what I'm thinking about. I was kind of hoping, or maybe in electric,
but it's 17:43. You still have time. You can go to electrical department and then.
Oh, so I've still got like 15 minutes. Yeah, because I'm panicking. What is the electrician guy gonna advise me?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
So I think I do have a connector block.
Sorry. So this is the exact same setup, ne? Just different color. Okay, let me go talk with the electrician and then I'll come back and figure out what we're done. Okay. The thing is, I can also be quite DIY, so I was gonna do it myself, but it would have been nice if it just came eligible. Yeah. But okay.
But it's gonna be easy, because I think we don't need like a wire.
And a 3-pin, and that's it. And then you have like I've done that before, so. Give you such things. Okay.
Hi. Very mini. Okay. Customer, she's looking at buying this fitting, right? So you're not ceiling.
Okay.
Or you can put it more.
Yeah.
So you're not over to
Plug.
Oh, okay.
So I get
So from 3-pin.
Yes, set up. No, 3-pin ideal. Yeah.
Go to this value. I'll be excited.
I was about to look at come here. 15 minutes on
So which means I'm for the connector block again.
Okay, it's in
in
the
between.
connector.
Okay.
So if you need cable,
yeah.
3-pin plug.
How much more is that gonna set me back?
How long? The cable?
But it doesn't have to be that long actually. 1 meter maybe.
Okay, I think that should be fine. The other one.
Okay. Oh, don't quote that. I want to know how much more it's going to cost me before I say go ahead, son.
You want me to do it for you?
I want to know. The thing is, okay, if yeah.
Oh, I know. It's about plug. It's 30.
Yeah.
It's about 90. This is your light plug. And then cable a meter, ne?
Yeah, more or less.
You want it in black or white?
Black, since all matches.
And then the cable it's 17 rand.
Okay, cool.
59 a meter.
Alright, cool.
It's fine.
So Mole, where you were like in a little connector cable, show me please what you mean. I've done it for myself before, so I just want to see if no should be the same.
Take it out. Let me just put it down. So here's the connector plug.
This thing. Oh, okay. Now I hear what you mean. Make expect that it is something a lot more technical. So brown, not brown.
But no.
No, why do you say red? Typical. When I said that, it's like.
Oh, this is your live, earth and neutral.
Where's earth and neutral?
Live,
I don't see it.
earth and neutral, because I see the cable. All of them are brown and blue.
Okay, that's just gonna make my life a little bit tough if the colors don't map up. So earth is the green, right? Green and yellow.
Yes. Live
Neutral. Live is the brown. Okay.
Neutral is the blue.
Alright, cool. Sharp. So you guys freak customers out to leave by turning off the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's working. It's making me anxious. And the price on it, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll just give you a code for that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Code is gonna be 0101.
All right, cool. All right, thanks.
Sharp.
Okay, okay, so I got everything that I needed. The light, I have it in front of me. I actually saw a black one that is aesthetically also kind of cute, but let me just run with the white because let's just run with it. I don't know why. I don't know. No, maybe we should get the black because then it's not going to get dirty. I don't know. Or at least it's not going to show when it's dirty. Everybody knows I have a hard time in life when it comes to all such things. Yeah, the black one. See that? I'm torn. I'm torn. Here it is. I'm so torn between black and white. I'll take the black for the sake of but the white is so cute. That's the white. And that's the black. That's the white. I'm torn. Practicality. I am living in an environment that is not the most perpetually clean, so I think black is my choice since my wiring over here is also black. We'll take black. It's the same thing, right? S4024, S4014. Okay, I guess the two. These are the same, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. S402 black. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay. Right. So what I just purchased now, there was a time when I had a light. Like my mom brought down a light from the kitchen. She replaced her wiring in the kitchen with something else. And then there was a time when her bill skyrocketed for electricity because of some miscalculation by the services, the levy services of the complex. So it was everybody's fault, not ours. And for that, she walked into my space, took one of the lights that I was using, and just like threw it away. Like she literally just threw it away. And ever since that day, my lighting has dwindled because of that situation. And I have gone to God many a time and been like, Father, I need my light back. I need some kind of a light back. Please, I want my light back. And I've got money now. It's not $1 billion, but it's something. And I realized today that the Lord basically said to me, you want your light back, right? Well, do you not have money in your account to get your life back? Seek ye first the kingdom and its righteousness, and everything else will be added to you. Karabo. Seek ye first the kingdom and its righteousness, and everything else will be added to you. I've been working for Christ ever since then, despite having lost my light. And the Lord then flat out was like, well, here's money. You wanted a light? Get it. I was like, Father, but what if I run out and I can't get benzoyl peroxide again? What if I can't get my skin done? What if I this and that, blah, blah, blah? What if I lose my ingredients? What if this and that? And the Lord was like, Karabo, do not worry about tomorrow. For tomorrow, worry about itself. So I figured, what in the world am I going to do then to make my life better? And the solution at present has been to purchase a light. I'm looking at these lights here. They're all so beautiful. Like, look at this one. It's a desk lamp. It's $5.89. It's so beautiful. My goodness. But this is the kind of thing like that I would need in order to create for myself perfect studio conditions. Like if you look at this, You can move it up, you can move it down, the very same way that you're able to do with a light in the studio, depending on where you want it to shine on your body. And this can significantly improve the texture of, or the look, the physical appearance of your face. It can improve how you look on the face. It can improve your body if it's your body that you're recording. It can literally even erase the appearance of cellulite on your body. I would know because I've been working with lighting for a very long amount of time and I've seen what it can do. All of these years, all right? I like my ministry, I've looked better in some parts and not so great in others because of lighting. It makes such a massive difference. If you're a dancer, you would know that sometimes perfect lighting conditions can do away with your cellulite, period. And I lost one of the lights in my life that pretty much used to be a cellulite buster. And now I look at myself exercise and I'm like, oh, I just wish that I could smooth out certain parts. I mean, I don't suffer from a lot of cellulite. Thank you.
Note that the store will be closing.
Okay.
Kindly make your way to
Okay, I got it.
the store will be closing in the next
Fine.
Thank you so much for shopping with us.
I need to get out of here. Okay, yeah. So because I want to improve my lighting conditions in order to also improve my my workout sessions and everything, and also the way that I look most faterong, I've been wanting lights. I've got money. It's not that much. It's not exactly like I've got $1 billion, but it's enough to buy me these 2 lights, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm buying them because the Lord provided for me through someone, and if the money doesn't come again, well, at least I have provided something that is going to permanently be in my space. I thought about going to a dermatologist, but the thing about seeing a dermatologist is you have to continue to purchase your monthly prescription with them. I just wish somebody would help me carry this with a trolley. The thing about a dermatologist is that your monthly prescription, you have to keep going back. And I think that the dermatologist would likely put me on Roaccutane again. And so that would mean that my life is a little bit difficult. Guys, I'm not pocketing things here. I don't have a trolley, so please. I will take it out of my pocket when I get to the telling place. So I'm taking this and the light that I have. In total, they're going to cost me just over $1,000. Yeah, I've got that much money in my account. And the intention is to use them to significantly improve my lighting conditions. I'm probably not going to be working out today because I've decided to just take a break because I want to. My muscles are not going to disappear overnight. Just so I can relax, just so I can get edified. And I find that I also find a lot of encouragement from the church, like whatever's going on in the world, they confirm to me that I'm not the only one. So if I don't listen to enough people in the church and I'm always just talking about my own pain, I'm going to have a skewed view of the world. And that's going to make me feel like I don't have anybody around. So the decision I have made is to just calm down, blow manje, and stop freaking out so much, taking enough days off, and also working like a normal human being and not like a dog, and hope that my channel will grow gradually, like everybody else's channels grow. Gradually. Like, I need to literally just trust that the gradual growth of my channel will come about in due season. And when the gradual growth of my channel does happen, I will have worked consistently and carefully over the months, over the years, however long it takes for me to get to the point that I need to get. Okay, so I guess I just wait here. Yeah, that is what it is that I made a decision to do, you guys. So I can grovel less, lament less, be sad less when there's less and less views, or when I don't get as many views as I want, and just trust the Lord to give me the increase. I sow the seed, I plant, and then the Lord grants the increase. And we'll see what... Can I come through? Thank you. These lighting conditions will do in terms of the improvement. Some kind of a plastic bag if possible, or a trolley. Okay, trolley. Okay, no trolley, it's fine. It looks like these need trolley. The guy we say Kodia Diski 0101. And set up in I don't know what it is. Oh, 101, yeah, he said 0101. Yeah.
Please have your multi-card ready.
Thank you. That's it, man. Thank you. Have a good day. Okay, Krila, you can put it in here. So I think Emmanuel, you set up in. Yeah, thanks. That's the total purchase price, 1,266. It's a bit of a pitch. It's a hard knock for a person as poor as me. It's quite a lot of money. However, for a person with the kind of history that I have, it's a pin drop in the ocean. I told you I never used to be price sensitive. However, I purchased these lights in order to improve my lighting conditions so that my ministry can grow from the quality of it being improved. It's like basic stuff like that. So hopefully I'm going to get the studio conditions that I desire. I've already got some lights, but they're not enough. I am in a very tiny little squeezed space, so ideally, if I had dance floor type space, then life would be a lot better, but I don't. However, what I do have is dance floor type lighting now, and so I will show you just what the level of improvement, how significant the improvement will be of the texture of my skin, another thing about lighting, you guys, like, if you have the right lighting conditions in a dance studio, just gonna wait for this vehicle to pass so I don't die. Okay, never mind. If you have got the right lighting conditions in a studio, what work you have put in, because that's the thing I'm trying to show, that ever since starting working out, what the Lord has done for my body, like He has toned me, He has made life so much better for umzimba wam. Someone, thanks, I'm cool, but I don't even have money to go. I don't have cash, like I'm gonna feel like trash. Like He's helping me put the stuff in the car. I don't have cash. I don't have physical cash. I wish I could help you. Thank you. I'm sorry, I don't have cash. Next time I'm gonna give you $100, I promise. I'm sorry. I always hate it when I have to explain to them that I can't help them out. Anyway, okay. I don't know if turning the camera is gonna be worth your while because it's already night time. So I just figured, let me just finish this conversation right here in the parking lot while you're looking at Leroy Merlin, because it's worth your while to look at. So there's something for you to look at. Otherwise, when I drive, you're not gonna like what you see. So, and plus, I don't want to hold my phone while driving. I'm gonna finish this conversation right here. Muscles, guys, muscle development. The actual building of the bulk in your thighs, in your calves, even on your stomach. You know how difficult it is to see like ab muscles in certain lighting? You just look like you have this flat, like you could find these like ripped athletes that look like they have no abs. It's like, but goodness, don't you do your abs at the gym? Well, lighting makes all the difference. It literally makes all the difference, because lighting is like contouring with makeup. I don't know if I'm making sense. Like, you know how Kim Kardashian pioneered the contour of that tiny little skinny nose, even though when you wake up in the morning you look like you've been beaten up on your nose, but then after you do your makeup, after you do your face beat, you look like you've got a full stop for a nose, never mind like something that can actually enable you to inhale and exhale and have nostrils, like real nostrils. Yeah, well, the face beat for the body, if you've been exercising like no man's business in the gymnasium, is lighting. The face pick, the contouring is lighting. The shadows, the way that light lands on your body, the way that light lands on your abs, on wherever it is that it is at, it creates shadows in certain parts that are grooved in to your body naturally. Like, you know how there's a groove on your sides, on your abs, there's like a groove on the sides, there where your planks are at. Not planks, what do we call them? Flanks, whatever. There are grooves, and then there are raised parts where your actual abs are at. When lighting is just bland and lackluster, you don't see the ripples, you don't see the ripped effect. But with certain kind of lighting, it's like you have put a brown shadow on your nose that is going to unhighlight or consume the light, absorb the light, that would make your nose look bigger than normal, than when it is that you just have woken up in the morning. Lighting contours the body. It contours the body. It chisels it. It shows where your muscles start and where they end, where your thighs begin and where they end. Where, my goodness, like it's just the best, right? I found that the best lighting conditions for me when it came to exercise was when I had natural lighting coming in through the window, but then I also had some other additional light on the floor or something to that just kind of was like shining up my body. Then in that way you got to see the definition of my abs, definition of my thighs, where it is that muscle is actually developing, bulk chunk, stuff like that, in order that you might see just how much the Lord has actually blessed me. I've done a great job, and yes, you can see that I've come some way, but just in terms of how great a job I've actually done, I believe that might be the power cut, the power returning. By the way, what you saw there on and off, the Leroy Merlin generator stopped operating and now the actual power is back. So I think when I get back to the house, I might actually have actual power, because I left when there was a power cut. But anyway, let's just finish this conversation. So the right kinds of lighting will then make sure that what hard work you have put in as a fitness trainer, what hard work you have put in as a dancer, whatever, is going to show and so inspire people, motivate them. I'm trying to grow my channel and I want people to watch me, and I've built a body over these years, but ever since my light was taken away, it doesn't show just how well I've done. Some of my muscles don't pop out as much, especially my ab muscles. I just look like I've just got this one like flat blob going on. I want to be chiseled. I need lighting to happen in such a way so as to show where it is that I've actually improved, and it goes a long way to, you know, iron out a little bit of cellulite here and there, that banana roll underneath your thighs. It also irons that out. That is why I've been wanting lighting, so that people can be motivated, inspired by my dance, so they can see just what Christ has done for me in the season, just literally how far I've come from where I used to be. And when then that happens, perhaps maybe my statistics might pick up. That's not just true as well with what do you call this, with working out. It also is true with the face, like with the way that you appear. Lighting conditions make a massive difference on YouTube. If your camera is constantly on and off and shining in a different way, then people might just be like, oh my goodness, whatever, be demotivated from having a look at you. And I don't wear makeup, okay? So because I don't wear makeup, I really need lighting to work for me. Like, I really need lighting to work for me. I don't wear makeup not because I'm poor. I don't wear it really as a matter of choice. I've never preferred it. Every so often maybe I can put on some mascara, but I do prefer a bare face because it's preserving of the skin in the long run. Not only that, a bare face is just what I prefer. Like, I'm not against women who wear makeup, but I think I'm doing pretty good without it on my own. And maybe one day when I get all old and creased, I might be motivated to do it. But right now I still have youthful skin, and I just want to preserve it. And I feel as if though makeup messes with that. I've always had those thoughts all throughout my life. That's why I never ever subscribed to makeup. Even as a kid growing up, I never bought it. I never bought into it because I always imagined that really I've got this youthful thing happening for me. Maybe one day when I'm all older, I'll try it out, type thing. So because I'm not anti-makeup. I'm not going on an Alicia Keys rant here where I'm like, let's go without makeup and see how true beauty works. It's just a preference. So I understand that I do love to watch face beats on on YouTube. You know, these chicks, I like watching them do what they do, but it's not what I'm into. So I'm not anti-makeup, it's just not my preference, okay? Let's just put that out there just in case you're feeling a little bit offended or whatever. No, girl, if you love your face beats, I appreciate you. Frankly, it's that basic. A woman adorning herself with glory and beauty is not outlawed by the Bible. Esther was made beautiful for a year, so let's not go and hate on these chicks with their makeup. Like, please leave them alone, okay? Cool beans and bananas. It's like the difference, like the preference of keeping your hair natural versus relaxing it. Do you, sister? It's your choice, okay? Whatever you want to do it, right? But I don't wear makeup, however, but I do find that lighting sometimes gives me a made-up look. It does. You know how Kim Kardashian contours her nose and makes it look like it's non-existent? Using like palettes and shadows and all different kinds of like colors. Well, you guys, I use light. I use light to make my African nose a little narrower. I use light to make my skin a little less imperfect. Like right now I got all this acne and it's wreaking havoc in my, not acne, more like acne scars, like blemishes, and lighting has this power to make a dark spot look like it isn't there. Let there be light, and so therefore be no darkness in the dark spot circle. That is what lighting does for me. And if I don't get stuff like that right, people ain't gonna look at me because I'm not pretty enough, or I've got too much texture on my face, or too many imperfections, because I've got like a dimple of cellulite, like just like one particular spot on my bum, not my bum, what do you call this, my thigh, like stuff like that. Like I need, first of all, my toning, my contouring to look good. The chiseling that I've done over the years, I want that to pop out. And I also want my face to have imperfections ironed off it using lighting. Like just lighting goes such a long way. You can imagine there for the past few months how I have felt having lost that one light, because it literally took away so much of my glory. If I tell you so much, like right now, you've only ever seen the version of me that has had my light stolen. If you could see some of my videos where my lighting was like out here in these streets working out, you'd be like, yo, this girl, she looks like a Barbie doll. Korean 12-step process for glass skin. You be thinking I'm that chick with glass skin. And my light was taken away, and now my videos are a little less perfect. I pray and I hope to one day show you just how true it is that lighting can be your biggest and baddest Photoshopper, okay? I don't have Photoshop software, I don't have video editing software that can take away my imperfections, but I got lights. And with lights, I can conquer and achieve such things as those. So I'm looking forward to showing you that. However, tonight I'm probably going to be putting my thing together. I'm going to be putting my my lights together manually, as I've been shown in the store over there, and then tomorrow maybe I'll rock up and I'll do like a workout session, and I will also turn on my lights when I'm doing my recording sessions, and then you will see just what a massive difference it makes. So that is what I've made a decision to do, you guys. Be ever so slightly happier, even if it's just within a marginal unit of happiness. That's what I intend to do. I want to be slightly happier, and I want to work slightly less, not too much less. I'm probably going to still put in about 5 or maybe even 6 days out of a 7-day week, as opposed to like all week long. I don't know, I just can't help but about work, but I don't want to work because I'm feeling pressurized to put something on social media so my heart can feel better. I'm not like one of these people on social media. I'm a Christian. I'm a disciple of the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm supposed to be giving the gospel. And a sinner, when one sinner repents, heaven rejoices. When just one person repents, therefore, if just one person looks at my content and gets edified and gets saved for the Lord Jesus Christ, I've actually done quite an excellent job for the day, according to heaven. So Christians should not be taken by the tsunami of numbers on social media. We really should not be taken by the tsunami of numbers on social media, because heaven does not operate with those numbers. Heaven does not operate with what do you call this, with one person. It means one person who's looking at your videos means that your content is not great enough. No, heaven operates with one sinner repents and everybody throws a party. Okay, those are the humilities that we have got to remind ourselves to wear every single day as disciples of the Lord Jesus Christ. We also need to remind ourselves that the world hates disciples. So every so often when we preach, don't nobody want to hear what we have to say. Every so often when we stand on street corners and evangelize, street preaching type thing, people just don't want to hear it. They push us, they kick the crate underneath our feet, and so we stumble, we fall. People hate the gospel. So if at all you're being received with hostility, feel blessed, count it pure joy when you go through these testings of different kinds, because God said that these things would happen to you when you serve Him. The world will hate you, they will reject your message, they will kick you out, and worse off if you're in your own hometown, because then no servant has no honor there. Those are things that I have just woken up this past 24 hours to realize, and I'm like, Father, I'm stressed out, I don't want to go out like that anymore, help a sister out. And the Lord was like, very well, go buy your lights, very well, work less, very well, do what you need to do, and understand that in due season I'm going to show you what I'm doing with this thing. Do not lean on your own understanding, but rather commit your ways to me, and I will show you what's going on. You can do everything through me who gives you strength. Just don't fret and front. Consider it pure joy. Know and understand that one day when the day is ripe and ready, I'm going to give you the prosperity I have promised you. So do not fret and front about what you're going to eat tomorrow, whether you're going to like jump up and down or squat. Like, don't worry, I got you. And I believe him. I believe him. So this purchase, 1,266, it's like freaking huge, like compared to the kind of stuff that I have been able to do in this time. And I'm scared that I've done it. I'm freaking out that I'm going to be high and dry again and regretting having done it. But even if I do get to that point, here's the deal. Those lights are not going anywhere. It's not like cinnamon that I can buy that is in my stomach, and once it's over, it's over, it's over. These lights are going to be here, period, at least for the next year, however much longer I must be in this position. And this time around, because they're my lights and were not taken from my mother's house, she has no right to take them. It would be basically a crime for her to do that. Theft. And thankfully, so far, Barbara has not pulled stunts on my actual physical property. She only pulls stunts on things that she gets me or that I take from her house and use back there. That's what she takes away from me. But if it's my own hard-earned money, well, hard-earned, but I don't have money. If it's anything that I've done in my own capacity, she leaves it alone. Meaning that these two lights are going to stick around, hang 10, make like a flower and bloom in that space, and nobody's going to take them. And they're going to be working to improve the lighting conditions of my ministry for months to come. So I am looking forward to showing you what's going on. And I'm also making a decision, an intentional one, to not be so sad all the time. I hope you've been edified. And there's a guy over here that is kind of creeping me out, so let's drive and go home. Plus I don't want Barbara wondering why you gone so long, because she is a bit of a megalomaniac. She wants to control everything. So the sooner I get back to the house, the better. Watch me suffocate uploading content every day on YouTube just to get somebody listening to me, not YouTube but Facebook, when I'm dealing with a crowd of erroneous people that are hell bound, and yet they're treating a person that heaven is going to rejoice when she dies because she's coming back home like trash. Like, it doesn't make sense for me to be so sad amidst a bunch of people that are going to hell when I'm the only one around them, it appears, that's going to heaven. I'm saved. If I dropped dead right now, if this guy kidnapped me and snapped off my head, understand that I would enter into heaven and Christ would say, well done, my good and faithful servant. So why should I enter into heaven groveling, moaning, groaning, literally eating dust in the grass and crying out to God? Why? No, when I can just kill it in a minute, put my lives together and celebrate that Jesus Christ and rescued me from the flames of hell. And even though these people don't want to respond to the gospel, guess what? I have, and so I'm safe. Good night and goodbye. Hey, yo, look, y'all. Hey, don't crash into me. I'm sorry, guys. This is the tantamount of drinking and driving. The law says we must honor the laws of our land, and I'm just not doing that right now. So the sooner I'm done with this, the better. I was right about the lights. When Leroy Merlin appeared to like black out and come back on again, that was the power returning. South Africa, it's like living in the state of that movie The Purge. Hey, crime is legal, but as opposed to like one night a year, it turns out perhaps one decade in a century. All the best, guys. Bye. All these lights, these robots, evidence of the fact that there's power in Ndlini. That's what's good. Ndlini means at home. South Africa, we love you all, a beautiful land. Wow, 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 wow. Good night, guys. I hope you've been edified in the name of Jesus. Crankcase signing out, and hopefully like Spitza Parafini, also exiting South Africa, dusting the feet off and stuff. How dare you take me out alive when I'm so lively? You know what I mean? Bye. And here it is that we arrive at the home. Evidence, guys, evidence that there's electricity here. Electricity. Allemaal julle as jaar loes. Allemaal julle as mal. Almal julle is nie mooi nie. Julle is nie papap. Julle nergens is julle papap. Julle is jaloers en julle het issues. Julle beloof julle nie die God die Here. Julle is basically corrupt. En julle sal julle ding in kot gehê. Maar ek sal julle voor die dag julle gaan chill dat julle het die probleme in julle lewe omdat julle is beloof nie van die God en die Here. Wie het julle lewe gegee maar julle nie hom geapprecieer? So julle met julle day in die warme vuur van die hel ge-experience vir die eterniteit omdat julle is nie soos my kat cute op mekaar. Omdat julle doen nie nergens wat baie cute wees, omdat julle is nie cute. Julle is nie mooi, maar ek, on die other hand, is mooi. Ek is papap en ek is pap, omdat ek is die Chiquita, wat die Here geloof, en ek het 'n kat, en julle het nie katte nie, omdat julle is nie reg met die Here. Of julle het katte, maar julle gebruik die katte vir witchcraft sermons. Julle gooi julle katte en put them in a cauldron en cook julle katte, julle eet julle katte, julle maak soos cannibals, eat other human beings en katte, maar ek is 'n individual hierso wat attempt om julle die nonsens gedoen gestop, maar julle hoor nie any lessons vir die God, so ek sal julle ge-embarrass en julle sal nou wat dit is. Ek is boer die huis nou. En julle is nie by die huis omdat julle is outside die huis, omdat julle huise is in die wêreld, maar my huise is in die heavens, en die heavens het gesê wat is as jy dinge op jouself like treasure in die heavens gebuild, you good, maar julle go and create for yourself treasure op die aard waar moth en rust destroy. So julle sal nie die heavens ge-inherit omdat julle as complete reprobate en die reprobate status wat julle hard loop in, julle loop nie in jou reprobate state, in jou reprobate state, julle nie loop nie, julle hard loop, omdat julle is vol van die nonsens, maar die Here sal julle gehandel, omdat die God is nie, die God is nie bly van julle. Julle sal in lewige ongeluk ge-enter into, omdat julle is nie geïnteressant om die lot geloof. Ek is done met julle good night. My kat sal julle some flames geshow, omdat julle soek om my kat in 'n cauldron geput, so julle kan my kat eet. Maar ek is done met julle met die julle rubbish. Okay, repent guys, if you don't want to, at the end of the day, ek is done, ek is mooi, ek is papap en ek is papap, maar julle is nie mooi nie. If anything, julle is rather die mooi van ver. Sy sit daar op 'n distant, en sy lyk mooi van 'n distant, omdat sy is 'n wolf in sheep clothing. Maar, kom nader, ons sien some flames met jou groot kop, met jou groot neus, met jou groot oë en oë. Ons sien some flames, want ons sien nie wat sy was te ver vir ons te sien, dat sy was eintlik baie ugly. Sy was 'n skobbel, sy was nie cute, sy was maswe, snaakse, sy was snaakse basically, ja, snaakse is die woord, en omdat sy was mooi van ver, God sal jou uit his mouth gespit, omdat sy is lukewarm, Laodicea, ek het julle gewoon, moenie sê ek het nie julle gewoon nie, ek het julle gewoon, good night and goodbye, I'm done breaking my tongue apart with this Afrikaans, but at least now you know that I even try to give you the gospel in Afrikaans, because I don't discriminate. Julle is doen with, yes, direct translation, good night.